Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week, where to go, week 12, day 5. So today, or actually this weekend, we of course have the Gnome event. We had it for all day today as well as all day tomorrow and all day on Sunday. So basically the next 3 days, or next 2 days I should say, the rest of this weekend essentially, all the way until Monday reset. Great time to go farm, explore, and other similar things in order to get a bunch of Vulkies. Recently, we've actually been doing challenge farming because this is the first time that we have had a vault event since challenges have been released. And because of that, yeah, really good time to go to do them. If you're going to bother doing the challenges, you might as well do it while you're gaining a bunch of additional loot. So that's essentially the game plan that we're going with. And we're going up to the tier 5 completion of every single kingdom, so basically up to tier 6. In order to go get the gem keys. Each kingdom has 7 gem keys and 3 event keys that they can obtain from doing so, and you also get the full rate of gnomes during it. It is slightly slower because the battles are, the tier 3, 4, and 5 are slightly slower than Explore, but still overall pretty good loot and still relatively quick win rate. So that's what we're doing to farm them. But we will be doing Tower of Doom initially first. So far up to 3 vault keys as far as how far we've gotten for progress. Ideally, we'll get around 10 plus. That's normally the aim, but it's where we're currently at. Let's see. Hello, William. Hello, Corn. Hello, Coach. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Tom. I hope my day's been going well. It's been going pretty decent well. Thank you. It's been really rainy today, though. Hello, Corn. I already said Corn. Hello, Clarence. Hello, Original. Hello, DeGrill. Hello, Imperator. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so, Tower of Doom. Is it in my guild, or do I have to go check Discord? Looks like I might need to go to check Discord now. Okay, we're scouted all the way up to 31, which is good because we're at like 25 or 26 right now. Normally, we would just stop once we get to 26 completion, which is actually where we're at right now, if I'm not mistaken. However, we are not done yet because we do still have a smaller guild. So if anyone's still interested in joining, we still have a lot of space left. But we should still be able to get the event done with how much time we have left. But, yeah, we do need to go and actually keep doing our dooms past the 25 spot. Simply because we still have to go and get rewards. Actually, we're going to be getting that reward right now. Since all we have to do is get 4 doom kills, and we should have enough sigils to do so, even if no one in the guild is farming at the moment. Anyways, we're at floor 26, which means we need a 2. Good, let's move right on. We do have a haste there. I feel like I should take it, but also not. It depends what difficulty it's on. If it's like a really hard room, I might not take it, just out of the risk of it possibly losing. If it's an easy enough room, I'll probably go for it. Like, if it was a room like this, we'd definitely go for it. If we see a haste on something this easy. It's just the only problem with taking haste this deep into delves is... Oh, that is not what I meant to do. The only problem with taking haste this deep into delves is we're going to have a problem with possibly losing it. And that would obviously not be good and would kind of defeat the point in even trying to take that room in the first place. So what happened there with the miss is the controller, if you default to spam click, it'll cast this onto first slot, which is obviously not what we wanted because we already tore him. Because if I click A again right now, it'll target first slot. But we don't want that, so we'll target that. So now we're 1 Yasmin behind. We could have actually pretty much already won this battle if I didn't misclick that, but oh well. It's not like we're going to lose this one. And we'll go for that, and we should be good to go. Double tap him, and then we just have to deal with first slot. Should be enough damage, or pretty close to enough damage, and it is indeed enough damage. Now we just need the skull power to go kill the other one. Be good to go. I'll take that into Sky Skull, hopefully. Nope, didn't get it. Still another skull, though, and 1 more poke will kill. We don't have another poke, though, but we'll take that for now. He takes it away from us. Let's go for our extra turn. Got another Yasmin, though that's going to be kind of pointless in this context of this battle. So at this point, we might as well just go for another Ketris and kill him out that way. Also, the 26 battle, while we don't normally show it, it does keep repeating over and over again, for any of you that didn't know that. I'm pretty sure most of you get to that point, but some newer players or mid-game players might not know. But this 26 battle that we see right here, it's the exact same, regardless how far we go. Up to 25, it rotates through, well, up to 24, I should say. It rotates through 6 different colors, 4 times. But once you finally reach the end, it just keeps doing the same thing over and over again from 25 forward, as far as the enemy's team composition. So this is what we're going to have to fight for the Doom battle every single battle from here forth. The rest is delve, which isn't too bad. The only really annoying thing is Hero could infinite randomly if it feels like it. and Moloch his mana drain. Besides from that, shouldn't be too bad. Try and take brown in a way that doesn't give him an extra turn. I think every single way I take it gives him an extra turn, so I'm just going to give him it in order to take more mana. Which is worth it. And we'll go do that on Moloch. Just feel like attacking Moloch now just so we don't have to deal with this mana drain. It's pretty far from full mana though. But it'll get a lot of mana if it casts the explosion. Okay, I'll move that for now. I'll give us full on everything, and oh, everything except the one thing I need to cast right now. So we'll go throw this down, get our HP back. We'll do it on you, and then double tap that. That should be enough damage. Yeah, we're at 352. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that def marks our 2 in-between ones. That is a little bit concerning. Hopefully they did not die to that. We'll let him get skull distracted. Never mind. We'll take that. We'll let him get skull distracted there. Grab all of our mana. Any other extra turns? Doesn't look like it, so we'll just throw this down. Throw this twice on you. Actually, probably should have went for one more Yasmin. We could have. Oh well. Do we have alignment? No. So let's cast it again. Third one will triple kill. Problem is we have no mana here, though. I don't want to block him by casting that yet. Nope, he's already starting to hit those. Luckily, one of them cleansed, and the stronger one at that, so he should be safe for the rest of this battle then. Even if we lose that one, our other Ketris will be able to carry us. Why'd I do that? I give him free yellow. Oh, and free of the other one. Free everything! So I'll take that over. I think we can get a Ketris there then, and that will triple. And then we just have to deal with first slot. We don't have alignment for the thing, but he'll probably give it to us after he board clears. I think still has not gotten rid of its death mark. Not that big a deal if he dies. So if he's gonna die, he needs to do it now. Before we feed him too much mana. And I just need to double cast at this point. Probably even getting another Yasmin on him, but I'm gonna hold for now. Grab that for the red. Grab that for another red. Oh, he kills this if I do though. I think we let it happen. We'll deliberately let that die. Ooh, that skull we didn't want though. This is definitely not enough damage. So the game plan is probably to get the other Ketris to full mana and then kill him that way. Because that will do 368. And then the other poke will kill him out. That skull I'm just going to let hit us. Skull distract, go! Do I take that skull? Is that enough? Yeah, I take the skull, I cast Ketris, he's dead. No, he's not. How much armor is that? 106. That is not going to be enough damage then. Because that's 150. Yeah, I think we just double cast this one. It's probably the way to go. So we'll do that. This is probably not enough damage. Oh, but skull into it is. Wait, is it 1 damage off? It is 1 damage off. What a fail. He has 147 durability. We have 146 damage. Oh, wait. That's just our boost ratio. We have enough damage. Never mind. Whoops. I forgot. That's literally just the boost ratio. For whatever reason. Oh, wait. Life scroll. Oh. Never mind. That was the final room. One other thing that rooms... it's been so long since I took a 26 further room. I almost forgot. Every single boss room, 26 and further. One of the reasons why we only go to 25 completion is... up to 25 completion, you get those little scrolls that upgrade the weapons. From floor 26 onward, you no longer get that scroll from killing off the Doom, which is why we got a random life scroll from killing the boss. It threw me off for a second because I almost forgot. But what was the other thing I was about to go say? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that boost ratio doesn't calculate out the actual base damage of the ability. It only counts for the actual boost ratio. It does not also add the magic. You have to do that separately. Still. A lot less math, but you still have to do some math with it. Okay, we have a haste here. It's on a 4. I might just skip it because it's on a 4. Let me see. What battle is it? It's a gluttony. I'm probably going to skip in just because of the summon and everything. It's generally not worth taking hasties far unless they're really, really easy. Just out of the liability of it might losing. And you get almost no reward in return. Is there another team besides Key Team? Yes, there's actually a team better than Key Team for that level range. The reason I'm not using it is because it sacrifices... It makes it so you can't gain class XP. But if you run... Sunbird... Wait. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have room for it. Well, it theoretically could, but it's slower. Sunbird, Rowan, Leprechaun, and your last slot is either Mirage Queen in order to 50% mana start them, or Hero. Hero is slower, but it gives you classy XP. And the absolute quickest is to do it with, if you're just caring about speed and nothing else, you do it with Sunbird, Rowan, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen. Obviously, the bottom two being fully traded. That is actually quicker than what I've been using. However, it does not use Hero. And the Hero version is a bit slower. But that's the best team that does not use Skeleton Key. Actually, I might even start using that for it. I haven't actually really tested one-to-one like what the speed is compared to the other version. It might actually be quicker than Key for it, because Key is way too much damage, is the biggest problem when we keep doing those. It's doing way too much damage relative to doing a quicker option. Alright, we'll take that over. And now we can go and just double catch him. He's going to survive on first slot though, but that's fine. We're going to do it from the back for once. Normally I do it from the top and then work down, but not this time. Do I skull? I guess so. We'll take skull. Throw catchers down. Oh, actually before I do, let me grab all the manas. Probably take another skull. Let me take that first though. That is not enough to adjacent kill it. That is still not enough to adjacent kill it, but we'll take it. Oh, now it is. Yeah, we go for it directly and then just hit him again, and he's dead. Skull will also kill, but we just do this. Entire event without getting a fireball or heroism. So far, I've only gotten one fireball, 0 heroisms. As far as what we've gotten so far, and we have scouted out every single room. We just haven't gotten it. Where are we? We are at moving on, because I'm not taking the haste scroll. Not this steep unless it's really easy. And it's on a really annoying devour summoning spam team. If it was one or the other, I wouldn't mind, but in combination, it's only a matter of time before the AI gets lucky and devours us. I'm not risking it for only one sigil. Or not even possibly for a sigil, only if we get a Valraven does it actually benefit us at all. Oh, it moves us closer to a Valraven, still not worth going for though. I probably should have held on converting that. He's going to have higher armor by the time we actually go and tier him, if we would have waited. He gains like 100 something armor per cast, 106. Okay, we got another Yasmin. We're getting it pretty quick. Without going through them. I think I am going to Yasmin him this time. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's probably going to be worth it. We need the extra HP too so we don't die. Hopefully we don't die to Death Mark either. Okay, just need one more turn for that, and we'll be good to go. We'll take the brown just so we barrier instead of taking the green. Ooh, he drained one of my very useful manas. That's not good. Luckily he still has enchant, but that's still not good. Take that over just to feed a little bit more mana. Probably do that again, but there's no option for it, so I'm just going to block it. We'll just have to wait out 6 turns. I got a little bit less than that now. Do we have enough to kill first slot? Yes. No. Yes. What is 29 plus that? Math. How does it work? It's 200. It's 463. Is that enough damage? Yes. Barely. It had 4 over the hit that we needed, as far as how much damage it was. But it was enough. And there goes the death marks. Oh, that better not die next turn. I need that catcher's hit. If we lose both catchers, we actually lose this battle. But luckily we actually turned there, so that should be a win. We just throw this and then he's dead next turn. We throw this one. I mean, let me take that first. Is everything else good? I think so. We'll throw this down. Throw that out. Oh, good thing I casted that one. He died to Death Mark. Perfect. That Death Mark actually did nothing to us since we just casted them. Get a useless life scroll again, but we have no choice on what those are. 28. Just 5 and then move forward. Oh, this better not be a Bone Dragon room. Not much better. A skeleton key, or skeleton is still pretty annoying. Because it's still a version of skull spam. Not as bad as Bone Dragon, but it's still pretty bad. If I had a fireball, I'd probably want to use it right now. I might even need to change my team just to fight this. Might need to switch to like a Mang-like team or something. Or something that doesn't have hero on first slot. Just because our first slot's probably going to die pretty quick. Let's see. Do I let him skull poke us? Probably not. They hit too much damage. Luckily his Grave Seer completely misses. What else do we need? Well, I guess we just cast Yasmin. He's converted out the greens, which is slightly unfortunate, but at least he missed. We'll do it on that. He's going to be gaining a lot of armor too, though. But I think we still go for it, because we might be able to rush him down, because he's the biggest threat on the opposing team right now. Definitely the main priority to kill. I'm not going to convert because it puts the skulls next to each other. We don't want for his ability. We do a barrier right now, so as long as he only hits us once, we're fine. If he hits us twice, we're in trouble. Good, he only hit once. I need to take a skull in a way that gives him no skull option. Oh, or just take barrier. That works too. Grab that. Get rid of his skull option. And then Yasmin him. Okay, I should probably double Ketris that, but he's about to gain even more armor. But do we have enough to double Ketris even if he gains his armor? Yes. I guess we do that just for safety's sake. But then again, I kind of need brown for safety's sake. Make sure hero doesn't die to multi-skull. And we take this skull. Now we double Ketris him. Should probably take a brown just in case. And now we Ketris him. A little overkill, but it's fine. Actually, let me go for this first. Can I adjacent kill him? No. Yes. After that damage, I believe we have enough damage now to do that. Let's see. No. Oh well. We'll hit him directly, I guess. A little bit of overkill, but I need to do it. Biggest issue here is Valraven might actually escape. In order to rush this down so it doesn't kill us. Let me take a yellow just in case. Don't want him escaping. Board's about to shuffle any second now. Luckily we can do that. Take skull. Throw Yasmin, and hopefully that's enough damage off of Ketris. It should be. Which damage is that? Yeah, it is if he doesn't hit. Good, and he's dead. There we go. That wasn't too bad for a tier 5. Okay, and then we just move on. I don't think there was something else. Oh, also we got all the Dooms kills we needed, by the way. I think someone else might be helping us because I don't think we've gotten that many kills. Or maybe we did. But there we go. Another step done. 2 more to go. Okay, what do we need here? We are on 28, so 5 was the only one, so we can just move forward then. Fight, and just fight this one then. Why are you not using Tesla? We could use Tesla. Double Tesla's a thing. Is there a thing that feeds into it? Yeah, we could use Scurvy Sea Dog into Tesla. We could theoretically run that if we want to. The problem with that, though, is we wouldn't be able to run Yasmin. And one of the reasons we're actually running Yasmin is for the HP, so we don't die. But Tesla would definitely be a lot of damage, very quick. The only problem is you can't really use a Mang-like object, because if you do, you're tearing the armor you need for boost ratio. It would be a bit of a liability. Because you wouldn't be able to use Yasmin's Pride, you wouldn't be able to use Mang, you wouldn't be able to use anything like that. Or some of the main mechanics you would use to win. Did we go for this? Yeah. Oh, did he just drain my other Ketris? He did. Oh, well. Oh, good convert right there. Perfect. Okay, we can work with this. Can we hit him directly right now? Is that enough to kill? No, it is not. Wait, yes it is. Wait, is that exact damage? Hold up. Is that exact damage? Or was? Prior to us taking that. What is it now? It's enough, right? But the other one has even more if it isn't. What's 291 plus 25? That's 116. Or 316, I mean. That's enough. There we go. Then use the bigger hit. Get a Yasmin. Hopefully this will make it so it can one-shot that with the boost ratio. And the answer is no. Unless we can get a bunch more reds. I guess we can still go for it and just double cast. And now we do it again, and then we won. As long as the other one has enough boost ratio. She might not, because the other one has even lower stats. 385, that is not enough adjacent damage. See after that if it's enough. Let's see, are you enough damage now? Definitely, because we're hitting it directly, because of the skulls. There we go. Don't even need a check. Another life. Why do we keep getting life scrolls off this final room? It's allowed to be other things other than life scroll. That's why we're getting spammed with life. 29. Haste we skip. Probably. Let's see, what's this tier 4? Why is it the same tier 4 as before? This is floor 29, right? Yeah. Weird. It's the exact same tier 4 battle that we had before. And the other thing we need is tier 3. We'll take this one. Wait, are they the same 5 rooms every... Wait, hold up. Is it literally the same floor every single time? I never even realized that. I thought it was only the same boss room every time. This floor is the exact same floor as the previous floor. I never realized that. Does it really just keep repeating all 5 things? I thought it was just the final room. Never realized it was literally all 5. That would explain why we keep getting life scrolls. You can tell I haven't done post 25 for a while. Just because there normally isn't a need to. Because they're pretty time consuming and don't give much in return. Or really, they don't give anything in return unless you're trying for leaderboard or if your guild hasn't completed all the tasks yet. But anyways, let's just do 3 into the final room then. This will be the last one we do for now, this floor. Yeah, it's different scroll setups, but the final room keeps giving us the same one. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to give different ones. We just are coincidentally getting the same one each time. Hey, you just broke your coffee pot. I wouldn't know what that is like because I don't drink coffee. So I did get a new thing the other year for boiling water for tea, which is kind of like a coffee cup in a way. What do we take here? Get the Yasmin. I haven't broke anything in a while, which I can't even think of the last thing I've broken. Probably been like years. Like trying to think, there's like almost nothing ever breaks for me, for the most part. Let's see. Head over. Grab a green. Get Yasmin down. And that should be double kill. Ooh, not enough to kill first slot. Not that big a deal though. Let's do that. Oh, he has 50% score reduction. Forgot. Whoops. He didn't have enrage, so it didn't hit through. Alright, let me just give him enrage already so we can win. There we go. Now next skull kills. Find a skull. Or Ketris. Ketris works too. Hello, Super Scott. Welcome. Divinia, Yasmin's Pride, Titan, Yagway. Or Yasmin's Pride is Titan, Yagway, and Tina. It sounds like it would work. It's basically a Yagway Tina team. And you're just using a Divinia as a meat shield. Give you time to get up HP. I've done that in the past. I haven't actually done it for this time around though. Using, because one strategy that you can do is you build a meat shield in first slot and then have 3 troops behind it. And the reasoning behind this is you take so much damage so quickly, normally in one-shot range, in these later battles, that in order to make sure your hero does not get one-shot, you put a meat shield in first slot. I personally haven't been doing that because we've been getting pretty lucky in that we haven't been dying. Yasmin's Pride is a little bit better at doing that because once you cast Yasmin's Pride, you basically don't die. It's still possible, but it's a lot less likely to die after you cast Yasmin's Pride. Whereas most other weapons, you can still die at any second. Because you can see, if you saw at the beginning of the battle, I should have probably made more mention to it. But we are within one-shot skull range, I'm pretty sure. That if we get hit by a skull prior to getting barrier, we will die. Though Grimlet makes it a little bit easier to do that too, since we could just simply empower into it, assuming there's alignment like that. Let's get our barrier off of that. As well as enrage and HP. I believe it gives some HP, right? Yeah, a little bit of life. A really trivial amount. but still life nonetheless. Dad's up. Okay, Yasmin, go cast the only thing that we haven't yet, and it should be good to go. Now we just keep spamming Ketruses until we win. Here, I'll stop trying to poke us. Stop it. Okay, we have double Death Mark. That is very scary. Luckily, that's enough to kill his mana drain. Ooh. If they both die, we actually lose. I'm gonna do a really weird move. Just because in case it dies, I want to still have a chance of winning. I'm going to kill his first slot. Because I can't outdamage it if Ketrus was to die. But I can technically outdamage these two if Ketrus was to die. Hopefully he doesn't though. Don't. Okay, good, we're fine. 2-1. There we go. Life scroll again. Stop giving us life scroll. Oh well, we're at 30 for now. Hey, it's the deepest we've gone in a while. Actually, this might be the deepest I ever go. I think 35 was the deepest I've ever gone before. Of course, people have gone way further than that before. But I think personally, the furthest I've ever bothered going is like 35. Just because anything post 25 is pretty pointless unless you're going for a leaderboard. Or your guild just doesn't have these done. Which, given that we have a smaller guild, is the case this time. And if anyone's still interested in joining the guild, we still have 18 spots left. We're still pretty active, though. We're getting all tasks done. It seems like we'll still be able to almost complete Tower of Doom or complete Tower of Doom, so things have still been going well. Oh, there's 4 minutes left to do the pets. Why didn't you give me a notification? Oh no, we need 4 copies of it. Hold up. Go, 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 go. Wait, I actually need copies of this. I thought I had this thing maxed. Okay, we'll go and use these 4 minutes. There's no way I can complete it in 4 minutes, though. Even though I use the most optimal switches, it wouldn't be quick enough. Well, we'll see how far we can get within that time. We have like 3.5 minutes. Go, go, go. Hopefully we get at least 1 copy of it. Better than nothing. Hello, Chris. Can you do about 1 million gold per week? And what level are you? And if so, we have space for you. We have been trying to get still endgame players, though it might be lowering the requirement slightly. But we are still trying to get endgame players for the guild. It's been a little bit hard because it's somewhat hard to get people into a guild that isn't that full. Once we get like over 20 people, it'll be a lot easier to recruit. But prior to that point, it's gonna be hard because the guild's so small. Sure, if anyone's interested, just leave your invite code. If you can do 1 million per week and you're going to be active, just let me know. Just leave your invite code and I'll go invite you right now. And if anyone's still interested within the next like week or two, do let me know. Anyone who's been trying to get into my guild or wants to for whatever reason, we have plenty of space. And we've still been getting all tasks completed. We've still been doing decent at events, as you can see from Tower of Doom. We're almost done with it, with a third of a guild. What do we take here? The only thing we've been getting slightly less of is legendary tasks, but that's just because we are not a full guild. Once we reach a full guild again, that will go back to normal most likely. Yeah, just leave your invite code and I can invite you right now. Anyone who's interested, who can do that. Let's see, we'll grab that. Get a destroy down. Get a key. Yeah, 1 million gold is a little bit steep for some people. And I understand that. We are accepting slightly lower than that. But we still want to ideally get back to 1 million gold requirement. It is still technically a requirement right now for the guild. So I'm not gonna like immediately kick people if I see like some people like slightly under. But ideally I do want to be able to recruit people who can easily do that. Okay, I'll go get all of you in right after this battle then. Or actually, right as soon as this pet expires, I'll go get everyone in. About to expire any minute now, unfortunately. Definitely not going to be able to complete it out since we found out about it last second. Or more like last minute. Quite literally, 4 minutes left. And now it's like probably 2 minutes left, if that. I think we can reach 7, but I don't think we're going to be able to get the 8th battle in. Who knows? We're actually pretty close, though. Problem is, Skeleton Key doesn't one-shot anymore. This battle is probably going to take up the rest of our time. Which is something I really hate about pet battles. If you start a pet battle and the timer expires while you're doing the battle, it does not count that battle. I really wish they would make it so it counts that battle. It's something that was brought to their attention before. I'm not sure if they're going to be ever doing anything that fixes it, though. They are aware of it to some degree. Yeah, for example, if the timer was to go out while we're doing this battle, we would not get the reward for the battle we just did. Despite the fact we completed the battle and won. And despite starting the battle within the time frame. Like right now, we started this battle within the time frame. But if it does not finish by the time the event is over, then we don't get the loot. Which is probably what's going to happen. We'll finish this battle and then we'll say, oh, sorry, restart game or something. That it doesn't count, or it's going to say something along those lines. Probably going to see it because it's very doubtful that I'll be able to finish this in time. The timer's probably already out. And if not, we just did an insanely quick pet. We did it in like 4 minutes without team switching. It takes normally about 5 minutes. That's why I said we probably wouldn't be able to get it done. Like if we were just do key team the entire time, it takes about 5 minutes. I know, I timed it. Okay, one more hit. Come on, get so lucky on all the browns. Problem is we're gonna have to double cast this. Even triple. Okay, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Did we make it? No! Oh, we did it so quick, too. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The event has ended. We started the battle in time, but the timer ran out by the time the end of the battle was reached, so we don't get the loot for it. We still get the loot for the other 7. They'll be in our mail, but we didn't get the loot for the 1 pet copy, which is a slight fail. Oh well. No, we get 0 copies of the pet then, because we didn't end up doing the final one. So as you can see, we definitely didn't get the copy of the pet, because as you can see, there's no pet here. But, oh well. At least we got some other resources. I need the green pet food anyways for the 1 level 20 pet that I need to go get from Leonis Empire. I have it send it to level 20, I just don't have the green pet food for it. Okay, let me go get everyone in who's interested. And if anyone's still interested, we still have 15 slots left, so let me know. We have half a guild so far. That's not what I want. Where's the recruitment thing? Guild admin, recruits. Let's see. Why was the level requirement lowered? I guess we kind of lowered it. Normally it's 1,000, though it's invite only, so whatever level requirement we have really does not matter. But let me go get this in. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, where is the recruit thing? There it is. I was underneath the page, I just didn't see the button for it. Okay, let me get all of you in then. Recruit, thank you for joining us. Bracken. Malin. Also, we do have a Discord. It's not required to use, but we do have a Discord if anyone's interested in it. It's posted in the guild chat, I'm pretty sure. I can go post it later if it's not. Malin, welcome to the guild. Fruit. Oh wait, you're not in a guild right now. Or I mean, you are in a guild right now. If you want to join us, just leave your guild and I'll go get you in. Isabel. Or Malin, whichever one your name goes by. Let me go get the other one in then, while we're waiting. Let's see. Actually, this guild started on stream before. This guild ended up starting ages ago. On stream. It was the week that we tried going for #1 in PvP. The week that we did that. And we're technically successful. We were beaten out by a bot. So, we technically won. But, yeah, the week that we did that was the week I ended up making the guild. And we ended up recruiting the entirety of the guild from the stream over the course of the week. We were grinding for rank 1 PvP. That's literally how this guild started. And it's kind of funny because we're rebuilding the exact same way. So we're basically rebuilding the same way this guild started in the first place. I did click it, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me go get the other one. But yeah, Isabel, make sure to leave your guild that you're currently in. Otherwise, I can't send the invite. Still can't. But let me know once you leave, and I can go get you in. Okay, next order of business. Let's go grind challenges. Actually, let me go do dailies before I forget, and then we'll go do challenges. And by that point, you'll probably have left the guild. And if anyone else is still interested, we still have half a guild left of space. Let's see. We're trying to rebuild by next Guild War, ideally. Next Guild War is in a week and a half from now. I think we'll still be able to. It might be a little bit short, but we're in bracket 2 right now, so if we go down to bracket 3, that's not really too big a deal. Because the reward for bracket 2, 3, 4, and 5 are actually the exact same, which is the reason why it doesn't matter as much if we go down to bracket 3. There's quite literally no difference in loot, if I'm not mistaken, between 2 to 5 bracket, unless you make last place in bracket 5. Actually, if you make bottom 3 in bracket 5, you need to move down. As long as you're not making bottom 3 in bracket 5, you would get the same loot for everything from 20th place, or sorry, from oh wait, never mind. Wait, was bracket 2 a slightly better reward? I actually forget now. Hold up, I think bracket 2 might have been slightly better, but bracket 3 to 5 are the same, other than the very lowest end of bracket 5. Because never mind, I believe top 20 gets a slightly different reward. It's only like 25 extra gems though, I think, or something. Okay, I'll go send an invite. We'll do it as soon as we finish the last dungeon thing. I think that was the last one, or was there one more? Yep, one more. Let me just clear out this last room and we'll go invite. What do the Guild War brackets actually mean or do? They're just more challenging the further you go. They also give slightly more rewards and more copies of the troop. So the main difference is how many gems they end up giving. Is the biggest difference between the brackets. I guess technically the number of copies of the troop too is somewhat relevant if you're still trying to get them all. But most people in endgame probably have them, especially people who've been playing for multiple years, back when they were even easier. Because Guild War used to be every single week. At one point it was every single week, and then it was once every 3 weeks. Now it's once every 4 weeks, so it's a little bit harder to actually get those troops now. But the biggest difference between Guild Wars is what your bracket is this right here. Or not that. Wait, it doesn't show the loot when it's not the event? Oh, I guess it doesn't. I thought it did. Okay, well, I forget what the full breakdown is. But I believe top 20 is like 125 gems. I believe bracket 3 to 5 is like 100 gems. And if you're in bracket 1, you can get like anywhere from like 200 to 1,500 gems. Of course, bracket 1 has the biggest discrepancy though. But most of the other brackets don't matter too much. As long as you're in the top 5 brackets, you're getting a pretty substantial amount of gems. That only really gets higher if you get all the way to bracket 1. Which is relatively hard to do. But possible. I've been in bracket 1 before. We've actually literally made first place in Guild Wars before with this guild. Actually, the very first Guild Wars we ended up winning. The very ever first Guild Wars we actually made first place. But we've never made first since, unfortunately. And lately we haven't been in bracket 1 for like almost a year now. But we've been in bracket 2 to 5 for, you know, we've been just like fluctuating between there. But anyways, let me go and invite you now. Now that you've sorted that out. Let me go get you in. Let's see, this is the invite code. And if anyone is still interested, if you can do about 1 million gold or so, and you're active, let me know, because we still have half a guild remaining to fill. Or if you know anyone who might want to join. That's not what I wanted. I'm looking for, yes it is, never mind. I'm looking for recruits, invites. There we go, recruits, and welcome to the guild. There we go. Hello, everyone. Here to welcome our 3 new guildmates. Let's see, which icon works the best for this? I don't know. Go with Eagle. I forgot we have Bald Eagle now. Oh yeah, we also have American flag now too. Did we ever get the French flag? Or the Canada flag? I think we got the Canada flag. I don't think we got the French flag yet. Or the French thing. Let me see. What do we have? Where are the emojis again? Did we ever get that yet? I believe we're missing one of them. I forget which one we're missing. Oh no, we're missing both. Oh no, never mind. We can get both of them. They're finally available now. Okay, I guess I'll get them. We might as well get all 3. We'll get that. Bug sets. We'll get... It's only 150 gems. I think we could afford it. The Canada flag. And the Canada leaf. Maple leaf. And let's go get the chicken. I mainly just want the French one for the chicken. There we go, we got a chicken now. Let's go say chicken to a global. Here we go, global. Oh, it's a rooster. Same species, different gender. There we go. It definitely looks more like a chicken. They do not know what a rooster looks like. That is definitely more so a chicken. the icon that they have there. So I guess it has a thingy right there, so I guess it technically is a rooster. Normally roosters are different coloration though. Not always, but normally. There we go. Yeah, welcome to the guild. Oh yeah, also we got red deeds today. They're mainly used for Mist of Scales or Dragon's Claw, if you want to do it for the team bonus, or you save them until we eventually get a red faction, though I don't think we're getting them anytime soon. We know what the next two factions are, and they are yellow and blue, so neither of them are red. I just realized we never got to any challenges yet, did we? Also, as soon as we finish this out, I guess we'll go hand out a redeem code. As we finish out the set of daily adventure. Get our free easy EXP and loot from that. Ooh, last Guild Warrior guild ended up making second place. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's hard making like really high on the brackets. Sometimes it even comes down to luck. Like if someone just randomly leaves your guild, then well, you're out of luck. And because if you're 29 out of 30, it's almost impossible to make first place. Actually, I think it is literally impossible to make first place. Not even slightly, it is literally impossible. But yeah, you need to average like 9,000 score, if not more, per day. Ideally not losing at all and getting like over 9,400 average. One single loss can completely make a difference between winning and losing a bracket in bracket 1. Or, you know, or losing a place. Can quite literally be the difference between like 500 gems in bracket 1. I just realized we just got a gnome, 2,500 souls. Kind of funny because it's better than some of the loot that we're getting right now, other than the deeds. The best loot that we could get. We need deeds so badly. They still haven't done a flash offer for deeds. I'm curious what it will be if they do. They mentioned that they probably will. We just don't know exactly what the pricing will be and how many we'll be able to get, and if it's even going to be worth it. Because there's a good chance it won't even be worth it, and I hope it kind of isn't, just so we won't feel tempted to actually go for it. But it probably will be worth it because they need to make money for the game. It is free to play after all. Though the flash offers lately have been pretty decent value. Do gnome drops in the new challenges? Yes, they do. And you should be farming them. Because if you're going to bother ever doing them during a gnome event where you gain more loot from them is the best time to do so. I didn't have time earlier to go and post a video on that, but I really do need to. Hopefully within the next day or so. Sooner the better. I mentioned it on stream on the previous stream, and obviously right now. But it is highly advised to go do all the challenges right now. Or not all the challenges, my bad. But up to tier 5 completion. Which means all the way to tier 6. Tier 5 has the best loot of 7 gem keys and 3 event keys. And they're also pretty quick kills. I'll probably be doing a video kind of going over like teams for it. Mostly mention them. There's like 3 main teams. The Skeleton Key team, the Standard Explorer team, whichever version of it you want to use. And the Sunbird Rolling team. There's like the biggest 3 that you'd probably use for it. There's obviously other options, but those I feel like are the best ones. Because one of them farms a lot of gold, which is the Key team. The other one just wins the quickest, the Rowan team. With the Leprechaun and everything, or the Sunbird version of it. And the other one ends up winning quicker, but it doesn't give class XP. And but it can run all the way to 5, unlike the other one. Like, we cannot run this team to 5. Or we can, but it's just going to be a lot slower. Which wouldn't be worth it, because we're trying to go as quickly as possible with them. There we go. Got over deeds. Nothing I can actually use them for right now, though, because I don't believe we have enough to go and get it to 14. And no, we did not. But if we had 3 more, we could. And then we'd have a 50% bonus for Mr. Scales. Or not for Mr. Scales, for Dark Pits, I believe it is what it's associated to. Right? Yes, Dark Pits. I never got Dark Pits to level 200. I never realized that. Oh well. At least it's still getting some small amount of bonus. Pretty annoying delve layout too, so to have a little bit of bonus stats on it's nice. Anyways. You've played for 41.5 hours. Or 4.5 hours. Oops. I was going to say 41.5. It hasn't even been going that long. We have 4.5 hours and only got 1 key. That is somewhat unfortunate. We're so far at 3 keys, 1 per hour. And obviously we haven't really been farming it yet this stream. because they cannot appear in Tower of Doom. So the only place that we really did so far were challenges. They also can't appear in dungeons. So literally just the challenges we did were the only location where they could appear, which is where we found the Soul Gnome. Also, this is cosmetic pet. I didn't bother mentioning anything about him. It's like Talk Like a Pirate Day or something, is what that pet's coming out for. It's cosmetic, last I recall. Also, we're getting a new hero class, as I mentioned, next Friday, and they actually made it good as Perpetual Yellowstorm now. It's not going to be the best hero class in the game, but it's going to be somewhat similar to that of Sunspear. And that Sunspear is used primarily for its Red Storm, and this thing's primarily going to be used for its Yellow Storm. Anyways, let's go do more challenges now. I think we were doing this one. Doesn't really matter which one we do, as long as we do one that we haven't done yet. And I am using controller just to make it go quicker. Yep, September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Oh, that's funny. That's the day that the thing's coming out. I should probably get an eye patch then. I don't think there's any pirates in Puzzle Quest 1, though. So who knows, maybe in a DLC expansion it has one. So the DLC comes free with it. It does have an expansion with it. Or technically it has 2 expansions. Plague Lord, which is the first expansion ever got, which comes with the game. And they added some kind of new expansion, which also just comes with the game. Some kind of golem thing. Yeah, it's kind of funny. They're both on the same day. Yeah, I don't have an eye patch anymore. I'll see if I can find one. It would take too long to try to order one, though. At this point. Ooh, 1,000 glory, nice. That could potentially be better than a vault key. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to go hand out a redeem code. Didn't do that. Pretend that 1,000 glory is a vault key, because it's pretty much the same loot anyways. 1,000 glory is such a ridiculously good drop. But let me go hand out a redeem code. Let's see. Where's the redeem code section? There it is. Where's the actual codes? There they are. Copy. Paste. Double check that it works. It does. Okay, looks like all these from this batch do work. We haven't gotten a bad code for a while from her. At some point, she were giving us like incorrect codes or like 11-letter codes, but she's been pretty good about it lately. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu, whatever your game says right over there. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And it's only usable on PC mobile version. Here you guys go. Also, wow, it is raining hard outside. There's supposed to be some kind of storm hitting me soon, too. It's not like going to be like hurricane level storm, but apparently it's bringing a lot of rain. Hopefully it doesn't flood. It shouldn't, though. From what I heard recently, it does look like it's like turning a little bit. Hopefully all the storms do that this year. Even the most recent hurricane, that's one of the reasons why it didn't hit us badly, is that it was already starting to turn like into the ocean. Though I'm still far in the tip that even though it turned, it still kind of hit, but not nearly as bad as it would have. But anyways, where were we? Challenges. We keep going. Halloween shop. I do have places like that around me. However, none of them are in walking distance. There's a few places I'm gonna check near me that are in walking distance tomorrow, probably. Or not tomorrow. Actually, maybe tomorrow. Probably on Sunday. So it needs to not be raining. Alabama was really lucky. I didn't really follow much of what happened with that. But, yeah, that was pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I wasn't paying too much attention to politics at that time. Just because hurricane. But, yeah, I do remember that. In all fairness, though, even though he kind of did it like way out of proportion, but in all fairness, the original projections did look like it was hitting in that direction. Like the really, really early projections, it looks like it was going to go left and not right. But the way he went about it was just hilarious. I'll take the blue for now. Also, all the rewards other than tier 5 are so ridiculously bad for challenges. I mentioned it earlier, but the reward for tier 5 alone is more loot than the other 9 tiers combined. That is how ridiculously good the loot for tier 5 is relative to the others. Or more so, how bad the loot for all the other challenges are. That tier 5 is the only one that's really worth it. Oh, why am I still using this team? I'm supposed to switch to Key. Better into that other team, which I keep not using. The Sunbird Rowan team. Yes, we definitely need an elemental hero class. It would theoretically be one of the best classes, if not the best class in the game, if we ever get an elemental class. There's a lot of synergies for it. Also has half mana start. Because a Mirage Queen. Yeah, elemental class has the potential of being the strongest class in the game, depending on what trees they give it. If they give it Stone, Storm, they're definitely going to give it Storm, because that's where the elemental bonus is. But if they give it Stone, Storm, and one other decent tree, it'll be the best class in the game, regardless of its traits, just because of the typing that it is. It could really just be the new Titan. It'll probably have slightly less skull capability than a Titan, but because it's going to have a different tree for the other tree. But it's potentially going to be the new Titan once it gets released, just with slightly less skull capabilities, but being stronger in other instances. Because it's guaranteed getting Storm Tree, which has Elemental gains 1 magic every single extra turn, or every single cast, I mean, which also has Explosion every extra turn, which is one of the better trees out there. It also has Brown Storm, so if they end up giving it Stone, it's going to have the same combination as Titan, the Storm Tree into Stone Tree. And the third tree would obviously be different if they went down that route. There's no guarantee that they would give it Stone, though. There's actually a pretty good chance that they wouldn't, just because it would be so strong if they did. But Titan has it, so you never know. What makes Titan so good is having that combination. Do you get anything special for beating all the challenges in the kingdom? No. They were trying to push deeds in the beta, but they didn't end up doing it. There is no specific reward you get for doing all challenges, other than the loot from the challenges, which is a bunch of shards for the final 10th tier. But no, you don't get anything particularly special from it. It might eventually be a requirement for kingdom upgrades, but as it currently stands, I believe kingdom upgrades only need tier 5, I think? Actually, forget how far you need to go with it now. They end up changing the requirement for it. It might be a little bit lower than that, actually, maybe like tier 3 or something. But they revamped what you need for tier, or for 6-star kingdom. They end up changing it. Oh, we got another pet. I don't need that pet, though. Getting a lot of pets all of a sudden. People are active in PvP doing the Gnome event. So then again, if we're going to get a lot of pets during Gnome events are the most likely time, since there's a higher chance of getting them. 3 times higher chance. Plus people are probably more active during Gnome events anyways, because there's gnomes everywhere. For more loot. I never actually checked, but I believe there's around like a 20% higher active player base when it's a Gnome event or so. Somewhere's around there. Somewhere's around 10 to 20%. Just because it's the best time to ever farm anything. Assuming that there's gnomes in that location. But challenges have gnomes, Explorer has gnomes, PvP has gnomes, Arena has gnomes. Like all the main farming locations pretty much have gnomes. Factions don't, though. The ones that don't are whatever the guild-related event doesn't. Delves don't. The dungeons don't. And pet battles don't, quite ironically, despite the fact that you get so many during Gnome events. I'm still not sure why they aren't in pet battles. That was kind of a weird one to me of why it wasn't in there. The computer code for Dooms. It's not that complicated. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what other guilds use for it. But it's pretty straightforward. The first number is the room. And then we just put the little thing there to divide it. And then next are the rooms that you do. And the things that are next to them are just what the thing is. The lowercase h, normally we have a code pasted too. Yeah, right over here. But the lowercase h is haste. The big L is Lucky Scroll, or Haste is the one sigil. You can sometimes skip those, though. For the earlier ones, you definitely want to do them. The Lucky is 2 Doom kills, you definitely always want to do those. The ones that are unmarked are the unlock scrolls, because there's one for every floor. The F is for Fireball, and the P is for Power, which Fireball ends up clearing out a later room. The Fireball, or I just said Fireball, the Power just gives +1 to all of those little Doom, or all the stats things. Which brings you closer to getting additional stats. And the one that we don't have here is Heroism. Somehow we got 0 Heroisms. But Heroism you use at a later room in order to clear out the floor instantly. Make sure you get whatever other important rooms first, like if there's any lucky or anything, because it will immediately clear the Doom the second you use it. But yeah, you can just use it to skip past an entire floor. You would normally use that and save that for a Spirit Fox room. Ideally, you would get one prior to that, though we didn't this time around. Okay, 2 more, and then we have the rest of the set. Yeah, challenges take a bit more time than I kind of thought. Like, I already knew that they would take probably around, like, 40 hours or so to complete all of them. But, yeah, actually doing that puts it a lot more in perspective how long 40 hours is. So getting up to tier 5 is quite a bit quicker. Getting to every single kingdom's tier 5, I think, would only take around... I don't even know how to guesstimate that. I would probably say about 15 hours, approximately. I think we did the math on it earlier. I think it would be about 15 hours or so. Give or take a little bit. Because, of course, the later ones are much more time-consuming. Actually, I shouldn't say much more time-consuming. There's actually not too much of a time increase with the later ones. Only when you have to switch over to Truffle does it start to take a little bit longer, like the last 2. It's not much longer. It just takes a little over a minute compared to the other ones, which take like 30 seconds or less, or around there. That's definitely a lot of battles. Just to get to tier 5, you have to spend 35 battles to do it. To get to tier 5's completion. And even if you're winning quickly, even if you're winning once on average every 30 seconds, that still comes out to 17.5 minutes per kingdom. So that's basically how long the quest line takes, kind of, approximately. Which makes sense, because it's about the same amount of battles. But yeah, next hero class is going to be a Strix Stormheim. Or not Stormheim, my bad. A Strix Stone Song. No, that's wrong too. The Strix Suncrest. I'll get the kingdom right eventually. Technically, Stone Strong wasn't wrong, because that's the faction name. But yeah, Suncrest is getting the next one. It's going to be Strix, that little bird thing, typing. It'll probably be pretty decent with the weapon. And it's obviously going to be pretty decent with this Yellow Storm that they added last minute. So they made the hero class not useless last minute, so that's good. I think the weapon was bad, if I'm not mistaken, but the class itself should be okay. It should be slightly above average. The reason I only say slightly above is it's contesting with Bard on who's going to be better for yellow. And I feel like it's still going to be Bard. But I guess it depends on your team composition more so than anything. Because if it's more dependent on extra turn spamming your team, it might be better to go for Yellow Storm than it is to go for Bard on yellow-related days. Or any instance where you need a lot of yellow. Because if you're infinitely looping, Bard does not help you, but a Perpetual Yellow Storm would. Bard is only good if you're going at a slightly slower pace, like let's say Guild Wars. Because you're going to get a lot of stats over time for your team. It's also a lot better if you have Dawnbringer. It's a pretty noteworthy weapon to use with Bard because of the synergy that it gets, and the fact that if you're using pure yellow, you'd have a full boost ratio for your Dawnbringer. Would get 8 additional damage, plus however many yellows the enemy has. Probably one of Bard's most commonly used weapons is Dawnbringer. Just because team synergizes with it perfectly. Yeah, I actually forgot what the weapon is, to be honest, off the top of my head. It was not good enough that I don't remember it. If it was really good, I would have remembered it. But it wasn't, so I don't. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm probably going to be wrapping up soon. If anyone still has questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, which is 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And other than that, we'll be back tomorrow for the morning stream. That'll be starting around 10 a.m. or so. I might be sleeping in a little bit just to catch up on sleep because I didn't get as much last night. But sometime around 10 a.m. to noon, hopefully more towards 10 a.m. we should be starting. And we'll be going and farming more challenges and chatting, answering questions, and all that good stuff. Farming gnomes in general. Currently at 3 vault keys, which is, wish we could get that a little bit higher. But at least our luck hasn't been too bad so far. But we didn't get any of this stream, but we haven't been grinding it for like half the stream, so that's probably why. Can you show some Obsidious teams? I don't think I have any saved at the moment. Generally, if you're running Obsidious, you run it with Infernus, so that's not required. The biggest thing that you tend to run Obsidious with is probably Iron Guts as well, if you're not running it with Infernus. Or on any team where you specifically need a stun. Because you can run it with Mountain Crusher, Iron Guts, Obsidious, and one other option. Ends up working out pretty decently. But you tend to not really use teams of Obsidious. The whole point of Obsidious is not to build teams around them, but to put them into a team when you're countering something that needs to be countered with stun. You don't necessarily build teams specifically around him because he's a relatively bad mythic in that regard. Like, you're never just going to build an entire team around it, not like Infernus or the other troop, the Aquaticus. Like, those two you would build completely around, and even though you occasionally use them for utilities too. But Obsidious you pretty much purely use for utility and no other purpose. There's also instances where you can put it in first slot. So for example, let's say for if you want to do something like trying to think of like a good combination, like something like Obsidious, Garvise, Aquaticus, and one other option, ideally a blue option most likely. Like something like that could end up working. But you mainly just use it to counter Lust and any other instance where it is extremely important to stun the enemy's team. That's about the only times you really bring Obsidious out. It's a relatively underwhelming mythic for the most part when you're using it outside the context of specifically countering out traits. Let's see, do I have any saved currently? I think I might have one Obsidious team saved. Actually, I have it, I believe, set for one of my Guild Wars recently. I think I'm switching it again, though. Let's see. Was it Guild War Red? No, it couldn't have been. I think it was Guild War Brown. Nope, wasn't that. Did I not use it? Or I had, like, one team set up for it. Purple, maybe? Yeah, Obsidious, Life and Death, Leprechaun, and Infernus. I don't care for this one as much, though. I'm probably changing it. But, it ends up being a decent combo. Yeah, anything Obsidious Infernus or Obsidious Aquaticus is a pretty solid combo. Because they're both Infernus-like troops, so they synergize pretty decently together since they do very similar damage types. It would be funny once we could do 4 of them on a team. That would be a really horrible team, though. I just sworn I had another one saved. It's not. They're not really too relevant, though. Was it the Essence of Chaos team? No, that was just a Doomskull version of Essence of Evil with an Iron Gut on it. Yeah, I don't really have any saved just because I don't really use it ever. There's not much of a need to. Like, Lust's the only thing in the current meta that is, like, really, really good against it. Any Scorpius use when it's the only mythic? Well, you could use it with a poison option. It's pretty good with Weavern. If you do something like Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Weavern, and Scorpius, the Weavern hits the first 2 slots while poisoning the last 2, and then a Scorpius will double kill the last 2 slots off the poison. Also, just using any kind of thing that can mask poison would work pretty well with it, like Poison Master or something else that's cheap. A lot of these options that can potentially synergize with Scorpius are relatively cheap. It's not one of the better mythics in the game, but if it's your only mythic, it's still usable, especially if you're at a location where most people don't have immune to poison yet, like if they haven't been getting their traits yet. Like under level 500, it's probably the most potent out of any location, because most people haven't really traded much or anything at all. So, yeah, Weavern's probably the biggest thing you use it with, and you just feed everything with a Mountain Crusher Apothecary. You'd also try incorporating it into a pure brown Guild War team with the same premise, except you can't use Apothecary. How's the grind going? It's been going pretty good, James. Only got 3 keys earlier, though. Gotten 0 on this stream. Does anyone else have any other questions before we end out the night? Any other questions in there? Or if anyone else wants to join the guild, let me know. We have half a guild right now. Still trying to get back to a full 30 guild, so do let me know if anyone's interested. Let's see. I know, we have a pet up right now. It's Gimlet. I have all the copies of it. I'll probably grab it for the food. I'll do that after stream. You were working through an Obsidious Aquaticus team? It could be okay. The only thing that seems like a slightly wasted up potential compared to Obsidious Infernus is Aquaticus's stats effect would trigger regardless of Obsidious doing his thing. Like with an Obsidious Infernus, you somewhat need the stun off of Obsidious in order to make sure they can be burned in case they have immune to stun. Immune to burning, But Aquaticus is going to place its ability on yourself regardless of what immunities the enemy has. So it loses some synergy in that regard. Though their abilities synergize together, it's just their traits not as much. I guess it slightly does. The Obsidious with Submerge and 50% score reduction, I guess, is an okay combo. I don't feel like it's as good as an Obsidious Infernus combo, though, personally. Oh yeah, Essence of Evil is a great option to have. You don't necessarily need it with Obsidious, though, because they both serve the same purpose, and that is to disable traits. Essence of Evil has a double curse on it, which theoretically is similar to that. Well, I guess it's not exactly a stun. Sometimes you need a stun follow-up, so I guess it could kind of work. One pretty good combo for it, actually, is Mirage Queen with Obsidious, because you just curse everything, and then you stun everything, and then you just curse stun an entire enemy team, regardless of their immunity. Oh, unless they have the Indestructible. But assuming, if you're in like normal PvP and stuff, it's, you know, it would disable everything. Or within factions, that combination. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading out for now. Oh wait, there was one other question. Is the other, or is the order the traits are applied based on the team order they are in? Yes. Traits trigger from top left to bottom right. The way that traits work is it works from first slot, then second, then third. Or let me just go into battle, it'd be easier to show. Do a quick explore. But the way that traits work, you can kind of see it at the beginning of a battle too, especially if we slow down the speed. They work from top left to bottom right. You'll notice at the beginning of the battle, they go there, and they go down there like that. Traits always trigger in order of first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And this is mostly only applicable to Storm. So if you had 2 Storms on your team that trigger based on the same condition, the bottom one will always trigger, because the top one would trigger and then the bottom one would trigger, so the bottom one would always overwrite the other one. That also means if the enemy has any storm that triggers at the same time that your storm triggers, that their storm would always overwrite your storm. It can be slightly annoying to use some storms like that. So let's, for example, say Obsidious, that gets a brown storm whenever we kill an enemy, but they also have Sunbird, which gets them a red storm whenever a ally dies. Every single time you kill an enemy, you would do a red storm, not a brown storm. And the reason for that is the enemy's trait would trigger after your trait, because it always goes from top left to bottom right. That's not applicable for much, but there are some trait interactions where that is noteworthy. And storms are probably the biggest one. Anyways, any other questions? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up for now. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Hope you all have best of luck with farming out the gnomes. And I will catch up with you later. We'll be back, as I mentioned, about an hour prior to now tomorrow night. Same time as always. And we'll be back around, probably around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe a little bit later. But sometime around there to go grind for a few hours at the Vault event. Most likely in challenges to try to get more of the rewards done. And I guess I'll see all of you later. Best of luck with the vaults. Hope it goes well, and have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everyone.